Okay, hi folks, Terry Brown here, and I want to thank you for stopping by to check this video out. And this is a training video on my B2B phone script for David Allen Capital um, independent brokers, okay? And it's to be used when you call a business. And the idea now is to get somebody in that business to give you permission to send out some information. And I want to send out the information by way of email, okay? And obviously you want to talk to the decision maker, but that's not always the case. Sometimes, you're going to get that person that answers the phone. They're kind of a gatekeeper kind of person. It could be a secretary, it could be a receptionist, anybody like that. And they kind of, check the calls and so on and so forth. Now, if I don't get the owner or the manager, the decision maker, then I'm going to ask that person, the gatekeeper, if I can email information to the decision maker. Okay, you want that permission. Then when you send out the information, you can say, well, you got, Mary said or John said that I could send this out to you, email this out to you. Okay, so here you go. Hello, I'm trying to connect with the person that makes the decision for your company's business expansion or the growth of your company. Can you point me in the right direction? Or you can say, hello, I'm trying to connect with the owner or the manager. Okay, can you point me in the right direction? All right. Doesn't matter, what you use. This is a template. Okay, and you want to use a script, all right, that makes you feel comfortable. All right, because that's what you want to do. And you want to go over the script, several times until you are comfortable with it. And you can use the script as a guide. You don't want to read it, but you have it as a guide, okay? And then no matter what happens, I'll say, my name is Terry Brown. Let's say that the person says, well, Mr. John or Miss Jill is not in, okay? Then you say, well, my name is Terry Brown. Or, of course, you give your name, of course. My name is blah, 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 blah. I am a business capital agent with David Allen Capital, and we are helping many business owners get access to funds to grow their businesses. Okay. Now, we represent providers who love to get funding to small and medium-sized businesses. Now, if I am not talking to the decision maker here, I might right there ask them if I can send out some information, okay? And you kind of, what you want to do with the script is you kind of want to let it flow with whatever is going on, okay? If I'm talking to the decision maker, I'm saying, well, I'm calling you today to introduce myself and to see if I could send you some information, in case you have an opportunity that you want to pursue, like expansion or marketing, or if you are ever in a tight pinch, then we can help you out. And I take this language from the training in the DAC information, okay, the David Allen Capital information, and I just develop something that's easy for me to share with people over the phone, okay? And then you'll go on like, the great thing is that we are simple and fast, and our providers look at cash flow more than credit scores, okay? Okay, now after you give the talk about the credit scores, the funders look at cash flow more than credit scores, then you say, we can actually get a decision as fast as 1 to 2 days and funding within a week. Okay. So what I'd like to do is send some information right out to you, and I'll send it by email if that's all right. You always want to get permission, to do that, because then People get upset when you send them information and you really don't have permission to do that, particularly when you're dealing with email. Okay. Email is one of those funny things. And from a business to business standpoint, you want to make sure that you make a good impression on that business owner, on that manager, so that you can call them back in a week or two and ask them, did they get a chance to look at the information, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And I simply say, there will be a link to my secure website in the information as well. Okay. And we do have a one-page short form application. Now, there's no application fees, no obligation, no pressure. And David Allen Capital will get back with you quickly, typically 24 hours or less, with a best offer to meet your funding needs. We at David Allen Capital are always here to be of assistance to you. Okay. And so there, that's that quick in and out phone script that you can use. And again, you want to develop this. You can use this as a template and then develop, put in, make sure the wording's right for you. Make sure that the feel is good for you. Okay. And then you practice. And once you practice that, okay, and feel comfortable, then you can go ahead and get started and making some calls. Now I want to share one other thing with you, and then I'm going to close this out. Okay, now this is the information I have on hand in case they're curious or ask questions. They might ask you, well, how much can I get? Well, I have, just to keep my mind fresh, I have all of this written down so that I can look at it really, really quickly and let them know the information. Now, thankfully now I've got all this in my brain, but nonetheless, when you're talking to people, you might be a little nervous, and you want something to refer to. Then I put this here as well. So what I'm going to do, especially this question here, where they talk about where is it? Where they talk about, yeah, okay, here it is. Okay, if they're curious or ask questions, you can get from $10,000 to $1 million. And again, we do this in under a week without any hopes of deep financial inquiry. Okay, and then the other question, yeah, here it is what are the rates? Somebody might say that to you. And I put all of that so that I'll have it there to look at. Okay, and you can see it here. It says, we like to discuss cost or price more than rate because there are so many definitions for rates, but the cost is generally about 1.2 to 1.3 of the funded amount. Now, I would stop there unless they, bug you for more information. I don't want to say bug you, but people do have inquiring minds and they want to know. Then I'll go ahead and let them know this here. But I want to send all of this, okay, in the document that I'm going to send in the email so that they can look at it and share everything that they need to do in that document that I send them. And then that way it's going to make it a very, very easy process for both you and the business owner. Okay, so there you have it. I hope all of that made sense. This is a template to be used. Okay, modify it, adapt it to what feels good to you. Okay, and so there you have it. I'm going to leave this template. I'll copy and paste it in the description area of this video. And so if you want to use it, then please do so. I'm Terry Brown. I'm signing off, wishing you a blessed day today. Bye-bye now.